So what is worse, like a church hat or, you know, a Sears secretary?
I love a church hat.
Me too. Me too. I love a good church hat. But then again, I do love a Sears secretary occasionally, too. Maggie Gyllenhaal, remember that movie?
Yes.
Oh, Ixnay on the Aggie Mae Gyllenhaal J. Sorry. You know what still haunts me is Johnny Day's first thing, because it wasn't like it was that horrible or offensive, but it was like that show, it just happened to be the thing that needed to get voted off. Do you know what I mean? And we all kept saying, gee, what if Johnny Day was still here? I wonder what he would have brought to the table.
We would have loved to have seen more from you.
I'm actually haunted by that, Johnny Day. I like bolt up in a sweat in bed at night, thinking I need to call you. James Paul, you're our third finalist. Let's take a look back at your journey to the final three.
My name is James Paul. I understand risk-taking. I am not bound to any restrictions. I've been developing a theory of working with squares and rectangles.
The winner of this week's fashion show, James Paul.
JP is a really great stylist, and I really trust his ideas.
I hope that when people see it, they get a glimpse of what's next for fashion.
He's trying to bring something new, something fresh.
I don't do normal. I've shunned it.
So what have you done that's out of this world this week?
I was thinking of shapes that are projecting outside of the body.
Someone said your design was a cross between a curtain and droopy diapers. James Paul, you're hanging by a thread.
In order for me to survive, I need to simplify my concepts.
James Paul, Johnny, for one of you, this is the end of the competition. Congratulations, James Paul. You have made it to the final four.
Thank you for seeing my concepts and show it for all America to see. I'm doing something that's very youthful, a little rebellious, but I think America is ready for something different. Vivienne Westwood said, and it stuck to me, you have all your life to make pretty clothes. You have all your life to make sellable clothes. You only have one chance to make an impression to the world and make it your own. This moment will show them why I wanted to do it.
Here's a great question from Madison in Seattle. Was that S&M gear in your final show? And if so, what made you go there?
Yeah, it was S&M. People who were making it were Indian and Pakistani women. And these women doesn't know what they were making. They were like making all these whips and paddles.
Fabulous.
So I thought it would be like a funny thing to put that into the collection as well.
That's the indigenous S&M tribe.
Yeah.
Let's hear what Sean from Southampton had to say about your final collection. I absolutely loved what you did with the footwear in your final collection, but I can't figure out what's going on. Can you explain it to me, please?
I was just thinking that the shoes that I was going to get would not match the collection. So I thought maybe it would be like a good idea to like cover them. What I did was I put the stockings over the shoes.
It reminded me of, you know, when you see mannequin feet and they're just kind of all molded out of one shape and they're wearing like high heels, but they're just indescript. It was really good. Yeah. I liked it.
You're so careful. I can't imagine not ripping stockings, putting them on top of shoes. Good job.
Who thinks James Paul is going to win? Show of hands.
1, 2, 3.
Rico, you voted twice. So did you, Keith.
Angel, how did you feel about his final collection?
I actually got chills again when I saw the show just now. It's one of the few shows where I've seen that I've actually like started to cry because I could feel the passion that went into it.
He's doing something very unique, very sellable. He did it with the age. It's like you said one day, you said, designers, your fashion show had to blow your brain. And to me, that did.
Well, actually, I didn't say blow your brains. I said
but practically.
blow your mind. Blow your mind.
Maybe you said it better.
That being said, you and Isaac, well, sometimes got a little bit lost in translation. Let's take a look.
Does it bother you that Isaac can't understand anything that you say?
It doesn't bother me. It's a simple dress. She always hide the structure of the dresses. The structure.
Structure. She always has structure. I got you.
Kelly's your translator for
Yeah, she understands everything. And the dress always it looks like it's hanging in the air, like it's floating.
Like it's floating. The dress always looks like it's hanging in the air. It's floating.
This is a little play suit. This is like a casual.
Yes, it's something like flying up. Flying up, I call it flying up. Fly in the evening and then, no, flying up.
Okay.
After five.
After five. After five.
Tell us about your coat.
This is the first time I'm trying to do something sport because what I do is
Wait, this is
dressy.
the first time you've tried to do something as what?
Sporty. And,
Sporty.
Oh, sporty. Okay,
Sport jacket.
Sporty.
And because always I do dressy.
Need like subtitles.
The model they used to show, not do the thing, just pretend like they do it and then they can, we're gonna practice like rehearse that one way she can.
Well, that was completely unintelligible because I can't understand the language you just spoke, but I'm glad you're thinking about it. What did you even say in that last clip?
I have no idea.
Now that we've taken a walk down fashion memory lane, all that's left to do is bring out a familiar face and announce our grand prize winner. We've got a lot more drama to come after this. Coming up, this is it. Let's see the winning designer's signature look. Model.
It's almost time to announce the big winner, but let's welcome back a good friend, the editor-in-chief of Harper's Bazaar, Glenda Bailey. Hi, Glenda.
Hi, everyone.
So, Glenda, what did you think of the level of talent among the designers?
Well, I thought what was exciting for me was the fact that you all have so much passion for fashion. And I think at times it was really difficult to give constructive criticism because one thing that was really clear was just how much you cared. And if any of you need some independent advice, please call me at Harper's Bazaar. And I promise to answer your call and set you off on the right path. So it would be my pleasure.
Well, she never said that to me.
Because I thought you're already in Harper's Bazaar.
That's right, okay. Do you think you were the toughest judge this season?
I think it's so important to remember that when you see a group of people that have worked so hard, you want to give constructive criticism and you want to be encouraging. At the same time, I want to be realistic and not give false hope. I have an expression which I use at work all the time. Good is the greatest enemy of great. And to be a successful fashion designer, you have to be great.
Let's take a look back at some of our favorite judging moments. Just a warning, designers, they may not be your favorites.
Johnny Day. Let me ask your model really quickly. Can you breathe?
And if this is a big chance for you to show us what you can do, it's a big X.
And the way that you did the paneling gives her a pooch.
This one to me is banana drama. Too much volume becomes Jolly Green Giant.
This is a disaster. Tell us what you really think.
I just hope that the judges didn't think it looked like a bunch of vaginas.
I quit my job to be here.
Today is not an example of why I would have quit my job.
I wear a jumpsuit when I swim. You do? Yeah.
Oh, well, we have nothing in common.
I don't know what the hell she's talking about.
I think with the corset, she looks like she's going to the Renaissance Fair.
It's a sad, sad, poor woman going to a funeral like a Stella Dallas funeral.
Oh, God, George. Kids, who did you think was the toughest guest judge?
I have one, I think so. George. George was interesting, the president of Manila.